enjoy. But today's new Marincess deck for post Chaos Impact. So we got two Marincess Brutal. Hey. So when it's got been no songs but you can send one Marincess from your deck to the graveyard, okay? And then with the top 3 cards of your deck, the Marincess add one to your hand. Which this card does absolutely everything for the deck you needs, and you always play this as many as you can, and it just helps you out. It's one starts your combo, and gets you a standard, and gets you going. It makes things so much easier. And level 4, so that means you can play as any level you like, which is pretty handy, which is pretty cool. How's our last stuff? Next, Marincess Seahorse. So Marincess Seahorse. So this is just a nice extender. So you basically you'll start being, this could be your normal sum, bring it back, then boom, come back again, do another link summon. So you just keep extending. This kind of literally a starter card or extender. And you can just send this with blue tank and you can start your combo. Just leave it to yourself, can start the combo, which is really nice and really good. Which is good. Then we're going to Marincess Mandarin. Mandarin lets you special summon itself if there's two or more Marincess pointing to each other. So if there's one point down and to the left or to the right, you can just go bump. And then you start, and then you make the last bits. This is like a final step. This is a nice extender, but you don't want to start with this card, okay? You want this as like just a nice extender, which is good, which makes it easy. It's weak closer, so it won't stay on the field fair. Most Marincess main deck ones don't stay on the field fair. So this one, remember, this one will balance when it leaves the field, so be warned. This one only gets one use, okay? Then we play three swap frogs. Gets you totally awesome, can get you the rank 2 engine, can do you all sorts of things and get you up for your combos really easy. This is nice extender, sometimes it's your star card to trick people to get totally awesome versa if you don't get a bearer with this combo. Yes, if you're wondering, you've shown quite a lot of times. Well, that you do. Okay, Monotone, that's a 2 because this is a nice extender and it just goes into totally awesome. Also, sometimes you get a link away with it just to make the Marincess link to. Okay, which is really good and makes it really easy to do this. Yep, which is cool. Yep. Then play Duke Frog. Duke Frog. That's just sends this to the grave and then special summon. And sometimes you want to defend to special summon. So you play 2, you send one to the grave and then you have 1 copy just in case. Right, just a special summon, and then they can't attack your target, which is good. Has a nice defense, and plus you can search your frogs, which is cool. Then we play White Aura. Now, what does this card do? So White Aura, you can special summon this card by discarding 1 water bounce from your hand. Okay. Then when this card special summon this way, it comes to tuner. So this is how the synchro players will come in. So you can use it as a tuner, which is nice, really handy. This is also level 4, so this is nice standard, plus it's a synchro. So if you need to go second, this is a good way of doing it too with this. And it's good, and it's what's weird is the fish is actually a pretty good fish. So this is one of those fishes pretty good. What he wants to do. Then we of course we play 2 Ash Blossoms and Giant Sprint just to stop to slow the opponent down, to stop the sending, stop the summon, special summon, searching, everything else you can, as you will. Which is good and which is powerful and makes it really easy. This card's never going to be summoned in this deck unless you're in a bad situation. It's good always, yeah. Then we got 2 effect phase, just be another handler, just stop effect negation, just to set it up for the next turn, and this is a tuner which is really nice, and that's a tuner too. Also, this card's just a good level 1 in general. I mean, I'm using this quite often in the deck and it's pretty good. And then my final card off the deck is called Slime Junior. Create a Slime Junior. So what this card does, when this card's been first summoned, you express 1 credit from your grave. Never gonna use that effect. but we're going to use up the other effect instead, which is when this card's been special summon, you can select one aqua monster and make it the same level as this card. Okay, so that way making totally awesome, which is good. Or again some marincess, again some more monsters, and this is pretty handy. You know, can make some setups really nice if you don't have the frog engine with you. So, which you do, but when you don't, when you have frog and just something else, this can come out. Yep. Then we play free Sunny Money. That's all the monsters, that's all the monsters. Yep. Then we play Sunny Money. Okay. Okay. A generic search for the deck. Now we've got a blue tank. Now everything can make things so much better, so much easier. The combos are live now. There's loads of good targets in this, and you just keep it just keeps getting better. Simon, each time it just gets better and better because there's more cyber archetypes coming. We have salads. Now we have a marincess. Next we have the new machine, new cybers coming in. Mystic Fighter. Then we have the Nista, which is really handy, which is making this deck so much better. Then you got just the cybers have done instant fusion, just be a nice standard we play. Now you wonder what instant fusion target we play. We'll show you later on. Okay. This is good because this comes to level 4 and helps you out those sort of things. Be a nice deck. Core blow grab just to stop the hand traps, just to stop any hand traps. Just to set you up for the next play, stop any hand traps, and always make you carry on your turn regardless of what action your combo always go for off this. Yep. Then one, marincess Battle Ocean. You only play one because you can search with the link 1, and you can always bring it back. So even the opponent get puts away, you can always add this back to your hand, which is really handy and really nice and really cool and really handy for the deck to work on. Which is good. Then just the trap, so a marincess wave. So negation, this is like the permanence for a marincess, and you can play it from your hand and they'll all come unaffected by card effects, which is really powerful and really cool. Because you can just go, bam, oh, I'm unaffected, which is good, which is cool, which is handy. Doesn't do the conflict, but doesn't matter. Next we play, really, back down. Just take the opponent's monster just to go second, just to use Link Father, and sometimes you can just use our monsters as Link monsters, so you can use like the marincess, so you can use like the monsters to be just generic Father, or you can just use it to get away from other stuff. Sometimes you want to use the Orcus and go and do Crusader yourself. And so then trap tricks just to set the wave, just set whatever card side in. So if I was going second side, and I can look for the equally match, or yeah, that's it, equally match and all those sort of things, which is good for this deck. Make this card more live, and then also it's always handy this card to get you into out situations, which is good. Then we play anti-spell. To the last one, the spells. You saw how many spells I'm playing deck. I'm not playing many spells at all, so this card will help you out in those situations. Because the thing is with this deck, once your board's set up, there's nothing else you need to do with your board. You're all set up and ready to go. And then this is just another kill, and if I get Sky Striker, that's just excellent. And this card is just good because it means people have to waste Twin Twister on this, which is much better than all my traps. Now onto the extra deck. So we play one marincess Blue Slug. Blue Slug just adds one marincess to your from your grab back to your hands. The marincess link monsters are about recursion and getting your resources back. So you end up getting one back, then you special summon, then this is a nice extender. Then this ends up being, this is a good starter card. I mean, it's a nice link summon, then you're making your combos get more ways into it, which is cool. Then put a marincess Sea Angel. So this gets your field spell, which is good. When this card's been linked on, you get the field spell, which is handy, which is cool for this deck, really helps in that situation. It's alright, most of the time you use this as a nice extender, which is cool. Then play a marincess card back. This card gets back from the graveyard, and it loops things back to the extra deck. This card's a nice extender, it just keeps going, keeps getting more powerful as you go along the combos, and keeps going. Yep. Then play a marincess Crystal Heart. So Crystal Heart is kind of like, this is another card. It's kind of like oh, it's unaffected, but it never goes down the field. What's going to happen is you're going to use it as a material just for another body, and then you're going to make it new monsters unaffected by carpet, which is really good. And then it's really handy because it's makes things so much easier, and this makes it unaffected, so things can't get over things, and people don't read the cards. They think they can just change spells, isn't it, or gain that attack, which is really handy. But then they don't read the cards very well. They don't play one nightmare thing just to get rid of back row, just to be a generic thing, just to be easy to get rid of. Sometimes get that nice draw, which is good. Get rid of cards, which is cool. Then play Starboy, just to be a generic water monster, just to get more attack, just to bring monsters back, that sort of thing. Then we play a marincess, Coral Rock. So this gets one marincess from your graveyard back to your hand, which is cool, and then you can discard one card to just do no damage, which is good. It's one monster you can finish on, so it's not the best monster to finish on, but it helps out. Battle Sword just to kill opponents, just to go second, just to do more damage, just to do all that. Just be careful, just make sure you don't do the marincess full combos, because you got to remember you under restriction wall, so make sure you got cards and don't restrict you with this. Yep. And then we got a marincess, one heart. So basically this card, when it's got, you get 4, get 3, and then it just summons them back from the opponents to stop their attacks with no damage, which is cool, which is handy, which is very good for this deck, and it's very easy to summon. You end this card quite often, I do. And 2 totally awesome, just be negation, just to have a monster, so it can't get the attack, and it's just a nice negation. Sometimes it's nice stemper, so you can get stuff back if they get rid of it. Yep. And then we got 1. Then you can set cards for this and all sorts, which is cool. And then Abyss well, because you can rank 4s now, and you can make water monsters, and they'll gain 500, which is good. And then you can stop the graveyard effect, which is really handy, especially in the main match or any graveyard based deck. This card just kills them. And number 29, Siamese cat. So this one just special summons from the deck. So if you're going for the mirror match, just for example, you summon another one from your deck, then you start common off again. Yeah, so this card is a nice ascender, but not very often you get out. You get a minute from it out. Okay, then we play White Aura Whale. So White Aura Whale. Basically, when this card's been synchro summoned, you can destroy all attack monsters on the opponent's side of the field, which is good. And then this card can do Stample, which is really handy. So any monsters in defense, like, ha, I'm safe. Aha, I could do Stample. And then also it comes back as tuner. You don't need to come back as tuner, but it's pretty handy when this card's out, because you can just OTK like mad, which is good. Then we play Mud Dragon the Strong. This is just to be a nice instant fusion target, and sometimes a super power target. And this card just really helps, makes rank 4, makes all your nice combos, and then also takes opponent's monster away, and then changes attribute if you need your monster to be different attribute. If you need to be water, for example, then you can make your link summons again, which is really handy, which is really cool. Then that's the marincess new deck revive for October 2019. In October 2019. Hope you enjoy and subscribe and watch all. See you all next time, and enjoy and watch all. See you all. Bye bye.